Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 1 Episode 36. I'm the DM finally again! And I'm joined by the Ontario crew, Adam, Ahmed, and Mark, whose eardrums apparently I blew out by singing along.
What? For remote sort of functionality with poor internet connections.
Yeah.
One of the things it does is it compresses the audio and trims it. So if
not on my end.
Well, waveform does the thing. If we would have looked at that, it would have looked like a line up and then a big flat spot.
Yeah.
The line down.
Sorry about that. I got a little excited with Zeppelin. I haven't listened to Zeppelin. Yeah, I haven't listened to Zeppelin in a long time, and I had it on all afternoon.
You know how I've been, like, I bought a guitar a while back because I was getting antsy with very, in the space. So I bought another guitar. And recently it's been like, what about the weird chord songs? The Led Zeppelin weird chord songs. So recently it's like Ramble On is it's a weird chord song. Every chord is weird. There's like it's just
some of the Zeppelin songs are really complex. Like I listened to a song today that when I was first discovered Zeppelin in high school, which as a lot of people do, I never really liked this song, but I listened to it again today, and the lyrics are very hard to understand, so I opened up like the lyrics on the internet and followed along. It is an amazing song. Carousel Lambra. It's like this late Zeppelin song. It's got a lot of like this weird funky keyboard in it. It doesn't sound like Zeppelin, but it is a very complex song, and there's some interesting lyrics in it that I totally missed the first time. And we're talking to somebody who, when I first moved to Seattle, bought a car, and they gave you that free year of like XM radio. The only thing I listened to on the XM radio was the Led Zeppelin station, which basically they had Zeppelin on random every day, all day. like I could listen if I was on a deserted island and I only had one band to listen to for the rest of my life, and it would be Led Zeppelin. It would be.
So my introduction to fantasy as a genre came in the form of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And Over the Hill and Far Away by Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
Those are my two entry points. Everything else was sci-fi or like adventure, like Indiana Jones style, modern day adventure, or like 30s adventure.
Yep.
It was the thing. Like I listened to that song, and then it was like when I read Lord of the Rings and all the Tolkien books. It's like these books are about the Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah, but the lyrics are all like nonsensical. Like it's like somebody picked up Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, flipped through a couple of chapters, and made a song. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, an evil guy somewhere.
Yes, he does make reference to Mordor, but it's all mixed in with like weird rock lyrics and other allusions and
60s drunk.
I don't think Robert Plant was very. I think him and John Paul Jones were the clean ones of that group.
I know that Jimmy Page is a guitar guy.
Jimmy Page was not one of the clean ones of that group, relatively speaking.
No, he did shit with the guitar that's like pretty good. He was able to do things. He did stuff. He pioneered tech.
I'm glad that I saw them in '95. It was one of those things as a young man taking a trip on a bus to go see Led Zeppelin. Like I remember the concert, and I was glad that I did that.
Nice.
Yeah, I've always wanted to sing like Robert Plant, and I ended up learning that I could sing like Ozzy. Okay. It was like, oh, okay. I can't. Yeah, Robert Plant ended up not being able to sing Robert Plant. Ozzy could still sing Ozzy, so I think Ozzy's a little less taxing in his really high screechy falsettos than Plant. So I'm fine with that. But yep, I remember in high school, Mark, I was singing a bit of Led Zeppelin, probably really badly enough a teacher came out in the hallway and told me to stop doing that. But I'm singing. She goes, "That's not singing." I'll show you. Funny. Yeah, just weird little things that you remember. Anyways, how's everyone doing?
Pretty
Work
good.
is called
Good.
work for a reason.
Yep, it's not called play.
It's not called play. I also had the fun of like more internet problems. Hopefully they're diagnosed completely. We got a guy coming in on Friday to drill the last couple of holes we need to get the proper cable in. So I stopped having a big Jenga tower holding my router up to the side of the building. And then my ISP guy said, so when you have the issue again, so that was very comforting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's not what you want to hear.
You need to tell them that they have to reroute from the box to your house. So they're running their like, no, you have to do all these things in the building first, and then they'll reroute to your house. So yeah, but whatever. It's just money.
Grows on trees, baby.
It's made of trees.
It is made of trees.
Okay, Ahmed, what's going on with you?
The other day, my kids came up to me. Well, I was walking by, and they were walking by, and they were both going, "When I look at you, I see the stars in your eyes." You guys know that song? No.
No.
Not that rendition of it.
Well, it's like it's a version of heavy metal that Teen Titan cartoon on Netflix does, and they were both going like, "Yeah, brr." Like, he's 6 and he's 8. What the fuck are you guys watching?
80s hair metal.
What do you mean appropriate? Yeah. It was. I saw the cartoon. It was actually pretty good. I was like, okay, fine, you can watch this. Other than that, I haven't taken time off work, so I'm streaming with you guys till like 3 a.m. and I just wake up and keep working. And I take a few hours rest and I keep doing it over and over.
I can't. This is not.
I'm not meeting with anybody. I'm doing my stuff. It's all remote.
I have to talk with humans for 12 plus hours a day that aren't
Yeah.
agreeing. And if they agreed, then I wouldn't have to talk to them. But
I'm gonna have to slowly get integrated back into society because all my conversations are with 7 and 8 or 6 and 8 year olds, my wife, which is normal, and then D&D. So it'd be really awkward. What do you think?
I think a lot of us are going to be
D20.
socially awkward when we kind of like wander out into normal situations that are
And
social.
I wasn't 100% to start off with.
Yeah,
So. Oh shit. So yeah.
Am I standing
it'll be a work
weird?
in
What should I say? Do I look? Where do I look?
Yell
uh,
See you idiot. Shit.
all the bad,
my rule.
monitor. Well, that's where the camera is.
all the bad habits you develop
Show up.
living alone. Like,
Dude, imagine having to do up your fly. Imagine having a fly to do up again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, you show up all nice, and then like underwear.
Our door's open.
I've got jeans on right now, so I don't know what you're talking about. I did leave the house today to go to the corner store. So
I've got shorts and I've got shorts and I got my man yoga pants, which are comfortable as shit. So you can just shut up.
What's up, Tara?
Between those two, I don't know what else.
Okay, you now have to change your handle to Lululemon.
They are Lululemon yoga pants. They make
Okay, hold on.
fantastic.
Mark,
They don't look comfortable.
I got a question for you. How's Pathfinder Kingmaker on the console?
It's good.
Yep.
It's good. There was one section. It was buggy, where it wasn't 100% where like going from one area to another that it would get there. Like it would just back and forth as it's loading from 77 down to 72, 77, 72. And
are we going? Oh.
But that section seems to have passed, and some liberal saving has kept my game intact. But otherwise,
What did you create as your character?
What's that?
What'd you create as your main dude?
My main dude is on the second run because I decided to be evil.
Honestly, I'm not
run?
surprised.
What's that?
Second run, you beat the game once already?
Well, no. I got a certain portion of the way into the game, and I decided, no, I don't want to be good anymore. I want to be evil. I want to play evil. I'm going to start evil.
That's pretty brave. Start off the game completely new and go the evil route first.
Yep. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I don't always take the chaotic evil because I want to pick up other companions, and the die everybody option is not good for that. But
There's a surprisingly large number of lawful good options which are like, nope, you're dead.
Yes, there are. There are those too. Yeah.
Nope, I don't deal with bandits.
Yeah. Nope, we don't deal with slavers.
Right. It's D&D.
But yeah, I'm my main guy is a lawful. Started off neutral evil. He's probably gonna end up staying there But he's a half orc fighter, with the two-handed fighter, who will also be taking some levels in barbarian for rage.
Yep.
And I'm not ruling out a couple levels in alchemist either for mutagens.
Go vivisectionist so that you could get sneak attack rubbed in there as well.
Oh yes, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if you're not going to go up in bombs, you may as well.
Yep. And sneak attacks are really easy to get off in the system. You just have to be engaged the same foe. You don't have to be on the opposite side.
Oh my god, it's that easy?
And they also do sneak attacks for ranged weapons. So
they don't have brawler?
No, they don't.
There's no
there's no hybrid class.
No.
There's no. There is Oracle though.
No.
You're the alchemist, so
there's no Oracle.
There might be Oracle for the next game that they put out, which is the where they do Mythic. I am so looking forward to Wrath of the Righteous by Alcat.
Oh, they're doing Mythic?
Oh, I can't wait. It's just another 1,000 hours. Just gone. Just gone. Marty latches on to a very few number of games and then plays the hell out of them. Yep.
So my wife does that with Animal Crossing. She's figured out how on the Nintendo I was finding how long she was playing. And she decided she would like that, so now she goes and resets that every once in a while. To be like, you don't get to know that I've played this game for a couple thousand hours.
That's funny. Cool. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last time? There was some pretty epic stuff. I'm going to read the last two because it was all part of the same grand end of chapter fight. Episode 34 is called Trampling Roses. In the dead of night, on the last day of autumn, the forces of half a dozen gangs attack the Steelrose Watch at the Steelrose Mill. Violence erupts in other parts of the Southwall district as well, as not all the gangs and forces are on the same page. Capra is reassured by an invisible pixie that they still have friends in the district. The opening salvo concludes with poison gas fired into the Steelrose Mill with the intent of flushing the watch leaders outside. The Battle of Steelrose Mill rages on in episode 35. Dugan Schmurf refuses to surrender to the Gainful Exercise. Capra receives news that the Fae of the Sylvan Acres have risen up against the Fae bruisers put together by Mr. Jitters. Dugan receives word that the Gutters are also distracting enemies. The Steelrose Watch abandons the main factory works, moving to the warehouse where they make a stand against a Bone Naga, a vermin-loving druid, and two mighty war machines. And so far, the only casualty has been poor Mistra, who got run over by
stupid spike stones. She should just tank the spike stone damage. But
yeah, well, unfortunately, she got tanked herself. So
that was a poor choice of words.
Oh.
Too soon, but it's very funny. Sorry, Adam.
All right, we are in the 19th round of combat, and there are some mobs that are outside that are yelling about the constructs, and they tried to burn Capra. Let's just take a quick glance outside entrance. That's where the Gainful Exercise mobs are. Capra did fire a bunch of arrows into two of the mobs, dispersing them.
I think we each have a hero point.
No, I'm out.
I'm going to go to the outside map because I think there's a couple of mobs that were coming around the corner. I'll just move them.
I just need you to remember, I used one of mine to save your cog.
So they're kind of at the corner of the building that way. And the warehouse is just on, like, the entrance to the warehouse is here, and there's a giant hole that the proto tank construct iron golem cannon golem thing juggernauted its way through the wall and tried to roll over the party.
And the massive hole the wizard put down.
Yes, and then there's a big pit in front of there that the wizard is used to block from these armies of people from just rushing into the building. It was a sound strategy. I think, yeah, Dugenschmurf, I don't even know where you are.
I think you might still be in the tank.
Oh yeah, you're inside the resplendent engine of destruction, which has been destroyed itself.
Yeah,
in the warehouse. There we go. Yeah, you tried to take possession of it, and the thing was just going berserk. And you have, I think did you disrupt its cannonball loader?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I disrupted the cannonball loader. It was Desaad disrupted the.
I disrupted the minigun.
Okay.
And then I can't remember who destroyed the tank. It stopped working.
Yeah, it wasn't a minigun; it was a Gatling gun, but sure.
Probably Capra.
No, somebody. I think.
No, it was a melee attack.
Agony did the last blow with his reach and his Lucerne hammer.
Attack the people who were throwing torches at him.
Oh yes. All right, so Dugan is going to turn invisible first because lots of people.
Okay. Ooh, Dugan's pretty hurt, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So he was there, and he'll like fly up to the window here.
Okay. You could see Dee Dee, kind of some tears streaking down her cheeks. She seems to have it together though, as she's like, she's a little panicked. Like, there's still lots of people outside. Oh, no, kill them all, Capra. They don't know what they do.
I don't have to fucking aim rocks at this.
Dee Dee sees that Capra's injured, and then Slake is also, he got sidelined by that iron war golem. He just got, like, he's all dented and fucked up, really. Yeah, he would have run into that fight, but he had, like, almost no hit points left.
Yeah. The make whole spells, does that violate his... Like, if I use a wand to make hole on him, does he, like,
Lose his...
It's a good question. He's always refused magic as healing, and then he can't he can't make a save against Dee Dee's channel, so... I think... Dugan, do you say anything to let Capra and Dee Dee know that you're there?
Well, he's right
Capra
there.
can see me, I think.
Okay.
Oh, Dugan's all like, you all right there, bud?
Oh, I'm fucking bleeding all over the place.
Okay, let me put it back in. Dee Dee will spend one of her channels. Let's see. Yeah, she's got 3 left after this, and I believe that's 5d6. And she will get Slake as well. Oh, look at those shitty rolls. 9 healing on 5d6.
Okay, well, 9 is better than nothing.
That's 4 healing on
It's almost
Slake.
as bad as PK's first fireball.
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Where's Dugan?
He's up at the... yeah.
All right, so Dugan flew up there to get a look. Yeah, there's still a lot of angry people outside yelling. They seem to be a little bit like scattered, or at least taken pause at the crazy elemental arrows that Capra had fired out of the building. Dee Dee did a heal. Taylor is unconscious or inactive. Then we've got Sunny. Where is Sunny?
Sunny is up in the rafters, trying not to get shot by.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Sunny's in bat form. You've got a little.
Sunny's in bat form.
You.
That's all you need to do to survive.
You were just out of Dee Dee's 30-foot radius of healing. So.
Yeah.
You know what? She could have 5-foot stepped over to get Sunny.
Yeah.
She could see Sunny. So.
Here you go, Sunny. Take your 9.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
I'm so sorry about Mister.
Mourn later. Fight now. It's just like.
Sonny is going to. I think he's pretty much ready to rock in terms of buffs that he wants to cast now.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like we're going to fight again. He's going to reposition on the. In fact, he's going to fly down behind the tank.
Okay.
And he's going to make certain he gets a piece of Mistra just in case some wizard jerk comes and disintegrates her or something.
Okay. The Crypt Garden Mummers. You're not sure what they're doing. Steelrose allies and neighbors. Well, everyone's awake. They're probably coming out of their homes to see what's going on.
Start putting out the fires, maybe.
Yeah, I think some of the people will notice that their roofs are on fire, at least in the area around Granimir's shop. And you do hear the cries of people yelling fire. At least there's alerting. Some wherewithal. The wasp was really injured and is just sort of nestled up next to the druid's body, which brings us to Cog.
Cog's going to fly over to Slake, and I'm going to do his repair.
Cool. Slake's repair is craft arms and armor, and he has a different patch kit than you do.
So not clockworking. Craft arm and armor, huh?
Craft armor will do it if you have something else that's similar.
Alchemy and clockwork.
Okay, you could change your action if you want. You know that you don't have the skills to heal Slake.
Okay.
He's a pretty decent armor smith himself. He could probably get the first couple of rolls.
Okay, I'm going to come up to these guys. Actually, I can fly up to the roof. 55. I can fly up to the roof, grab the staff, and come back in. I have my movement speed 90.
Ascent takes twice as much movement, and that whole front area where the staff fell is now kind of rubble inside the pit that was created and kind of dragged into the building.
So I don't know where the staff is.
You could you could spend some time looking for it.
I will do a look because
Okay.
I am Cog. Take an action to look for it. I'm going to yell, "Disperse or die! You've come for blood. You will not have it. Leave with your lives."
Okay. You yell at the crowds of people from within.
24.
From your quick glance, it is not in the rubble that the tank dragged in. It's probably in the pit. The conjured pit that Sunny created. Hey, Fox.
Okay. I'll fly to the pit. Move over.
Okay, so
just, how deep is it?
30 feet, and then you are outside entrance.
30 feet, then just fly the rest of the way down.
Okay, so you can get down. Are you approaching the wasp?
Do I see it as I get in there?
Yeah, it's down there with her body.
Beat up the wasp. Okay, as I get in there, I'm gonna attack.
Oh wait, it wasn't her that had the staff. It was this.
There was a guy. It was a mummer that had it.
Okay, it's just lying on the ground. It's still in the pit. It rolled in.
Did she have the vermin staff or no?
She's got equipment.
Okay, because I know there's a vermin staff associated with that. She might not have it. She might just be an agent of the vermin lord.
She's
you.
You don't see the staff that was missing, if that was the question. Yeah. The gear that she has. Give me a quick second.
No, I can't pick her up, right? Well, actually, with a strength of 12.
She's got this weird brazier that has like this gossamer silk coming out of it. And she's also got. You already took the rod of the rust monster from her.
I took the rod,
and then you do see the dark flame staff. I'm going to say on a 1, you've agitated the wasp. Okay, you managed to. So you've looked around. You didn't see it. You flew down, and you're going to pick up the staff.
I flew down. I might as well just kill the wasp. because
Okay, so you fly into
I
the wasp.
fly because the staff is in the bottom with the wasp, right?
Ah, it's just lying. You can pick it up without engaging the wasp.
Okay, I land. I have long arms. I land 10 feet away so I can pick up the thing without. And if the wasp wants to summon, she can come at it.
Yeah, the wasp is really injured. It just seems to be crawling defensively over the body of this weird-looking druid in a gas mask. It's strange. But you now have the staff of dark flame in your hands. It acts like a. The obvious powers is that it's acting like a +1 flaming quarterstaff.
Okay, cool. So I'm done my actions.
Okay, the Gainful Exercise saw a booper run into the fly into the pit. Get him! And they go running up to the edges of the pit, and they're gonna stone Cog basically. Get him! They're throwing things in and sling stones and. All right, Cog, give me. I don't have any of my monsters open. Bad DM.
I gotta remember what I have running. Hold on.
I believe there are 3 reflex saves, and you have evasion, so you can kind of run around to the bottom of the pit and evade all of these
You whoop your way through.
raining waves of stones.
Yeah, I make it.
Okay, so yeah, a raining wave of stones kind of come clustering down, and your metallic kind of hat head blocks several of them. You end up kind of punching a couple of like bricks that get thrown down. They just break over you with no damage.
How did the wasp do?
They're aiming at you, so
They can see me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Desaad.
Desaad's looking up at
in this group is spending the round relighting torches.
Desaad is looking at the gun and is trying to figure out if he can enable it again and use it.
Okay, so
because I took the pin out.
I remember thinking my way through this. So you didn't roll well enough to just stick it all back together. It will actually. I remember saying it'll actually require craft checks to put it back together. So do you have Do you have the gunsmithing feat?
No, not this guy.
Okay, so you kind of try to stick the pin back in, and it just sort of falls back out again, and you're like, there's a fucking spring or something, like that.
I'm gonna search the body of.
Okay, so that's one action. You try to repair it, it doesn't work.
Try to repair it, doesn't work. I'm gonna grab the body and start looting.
So you spend around.
Actually, I'll just cast Scene Vis.
Okay,
that'd be a start.
Now you see the
pouring blood.
The well-dressed half-orc.
Mm-hmm.
He does have some tattoos up his arms, and he does have a considerable amount of magical gear. It looks like some sort of wizard or sorcerer. The Syndicate Resplendent Engine of Destruction. I'm just going to remove that from the initiative list. The Construct Hunters. All right. We tangle with these guys. We could tangle with these guys.
Decide already had Scene Vis. Stupid.
Okay. There are 2 really good archers that are in this group that are firing down at Cog down in the pit.
Okay.
Well, they are firing. One of their arrows in their rapid shot is a Construct Bane arrow.
Okay.
Stop wasting the treasure.
Stop wasting the fucking treasure.
Catch that arrow.
It's my hat. You don't talk to my hat about that.
There he is! Get him! Get him! These guys don't seem to be yelling, but they're concentrating through the noise, and they're going to unload on Cog once I find their stats. Ah, yes. There we go. With favored enemies and some bonuses. AC 26, AC 22,
No.
AC 29, and AC 36.
No.
Okay.
No.
They're lobbing arrows down. A couple of magical arrows miss, and
Prancing around the bottom.
he's very fast.
You've been warned. Those of you that remain will pay with your lives.
Jeremiah Smith steps forward, cracking his knuckles a little bit. O great lord of five faces, summoned the daggers of force, summoned the barrier of blades.
I will throw you down in here.
You're fine.
Yeah, pretty fine.
Evil crowds. I can choose to.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this Jeremiah alive. We're going to kill him, but not until we can figure out how to put his heart or his soul in one of those gems, and then we're going to bring him back as a pooper. But not one with arms or legs.
Okay. He traps you in the pit in a vertical ring of blades that spring into existence. You get a reflex save to avoid the 12d6 damage from the pure force whirling the whirling blades that are kind of created by this spell.
Yep.
Let me assign a DC first before you roll.
Sure.
All right, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. All right.
So he's tearing up that druid.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the wasp and the druid.
But the magic Highlands, you prick.
He's charisma or his wisdom 7. This is a 6th level spell, so the DC is 23. Okay, you managed to roll away from the blades and sort of kind of tumble through the air away from them. You are still where you are, and the blades only go up about 20 feet. He sees that and kind of cocks his head off to the side. He is fast. You see? They seek to replace us! Abomination! Abomination! Abomination!
Famous last words.
Agony on the inside. How do you want to fight them? It's just...
Personally, I'd rather draw them in here across the stones.
He's just going to start making his way over to the side here where there's some cover. Capra, Amadeus, and Slake.
All right. So it appears that we've had a failure to communicate. We're gonna pick on one of those archers
Okay.
and make them not alive anymore. So we're gonna 5-foot step over so that we have line of sight to them.
Mhm.
We're gonna pick on this Tivault guy.
Okay.
And give me a second. It's in the warehouse is where we are, so cool. All right. And want to hit him with the merciful arrows, but the next time I shoot the crowds, I'll shoot the crowds with some merciful arrows.
Okay, you do notice that the Gainful Militant are guarding him. Like they're kind of getting in your way. Do you have any way of getting rid of cover bonuses?
Not yet.
Okay. The Gainful Militant are protecting their ally and are providing soft cover to him.
AC 37.
Oh, that gets by soft cover. You're like, okay, I'll just aim a little higher.
AC 28.
AC 28 ends up hitting the mob instead.
Okay, that's fine. It's still damage is damage.
We will take it all.
So it's like somebody saw that you got hit, and then they moved it away and just...
Critical threat.
Yep.
AC 29.
Is his AC with the soft cover?
Critical hit. My last action, I'll save it to see what happens. So the he takes elements, I'm assuming.
He is currently resistant to fire in significant quantities.
Okay, so we will ignore the fire damage. So it's 2d46 for the 46, so 8d6 plus, and then it's 18 base.
Did you roll the crit?
I haven't. No, this is just the
first
mini
attack. Okay.
And then plus 4 plus 4 for Bard Song. Is that it? Feels like I might be. I think that's it. 55 damage from the many shot.
Okay, he is not bloodied.
Does the crowd have a resistance to fire?
No.
Okay, so the crowd takes 46 plus 9 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. 31 damage.
Okay.
Then the pound crit. Come on, amazing crit. Just pink mist. Standard critical damage. That's okay. Alright, so the elements don't get tripled, so it's 66 from the arrow plus 2d6 from elements plus 27 from the I use a bow when I use it well, plus 6 for Good Hope, plus 6 for Bard Song, plus 18 for Deadly Aim. Kachoosh, 83 damage.
Gonna call it a day there, Jerry, or what?
8. He is not unconscious. He is incapacitated. He falls back into the crowd, and a bunch of the Inquisitors and Gainful Militant. They're kind of like monks, shaven heads and different symbols, and
Does his
robes.
heart explode from the violence?
Oh yeah, that last arrow did all that damage. So, he does not have a plus 15. He dies.
Sweet.
There's just too much of a shock. You do notice him being pulled back into the crowd, though. Like, you can't see the archer anymore. They're like, "Get him down!"
Okay,
Don't you fuck off with our treasure!
Brother Tybalt is down! You see Jeremiah looks over and...
Capra takes cover back around the corner again.
Okay.
His last action is like,
Dee Dee's giving you a look like she's not happy that you're happy. Amadeus?
I didn't kill the crowd.
Amadeus moved around. That was 2 moves, and he had to pick up his axe because I remember I dropped it last game. So
he kind of moved around.
he moved. He's got a 50-foot move, so that's 90 feet there, and he picked up his axe.
Okay, there were some people outside that went, "Oh!" like they were frightened by the look.
Yeah,
at you.
and he picked up his axe and kind of like, yeah, it's coming for you.
Slake is going to apply the patch kit to himself, which is basically like thin sheets of metal that he's trying to bang into big gaping holes. Trying to dent things out. Let's see. So it's basically a full round action. He's got some tools. He makes the check and heals himself for 12 plus the fast healing of 1. Is that 58 damage? And the DC of his next patchwork will be 21. Okay. Yeah, Slake is just taking cover behind this big box, some of the rubble and the iron war golem, and trying to bang himself into fighting shape again. Dugenschmurf.
Dugan Schmurf. I'm gonna go see what I can disrupt by going out there. And he flies out the window.
Be careful, don't get smushed.
Switch maps. I should have copied myself. Oh, thank you. And he remembers there is an invisibility thing, purge up. Not that he knows what it's called, but
There's a big zone of when you go in that zone, they see you and they try to kill you.
yes. Hello, Adar Archerson.
Okay.
I assume he has a quiver.
He's got multiple quivers.
I would like one, please. Or
Okay.
at least the arrows from it.
Oh,
However,
you're doing a steal. Okay, all right. Sleight of hand. All right. Give me a D3. We'll say 3 is the important quiver, or the most important one.
3.
Okay. Somehow you just knew instinctually as a thief that I'm going to grab his efficient quiver. That looks like a magic quiver.
Yeah.
Look at how nice the stitch work is.
The stitching is really nice, and
Yep.
there's only one arrow showing out of it.
Yeah.
All right, 1d20 plus. Oh,
Just robbing them blind. It's hilarious.
27, 29. $45.
Oh my goodness. I don't even think the Inquisitors, the mob, and the hunter, even with favorite enemy Fey plus 2. Let me check. No, nobody on the battlefield can actually see this. That through the chaos, you managed to just sort of cut the strap on the quiver. It drops to the ground, and you just sort of roll it. You roll it away, and then it goes up into your grasp, and then slowly turns invisible. And everyone's shouting at the pit and try to fire down into the pit because Cog has created this really big distraction, and the invisible 10-inch tall Dugan Schmurf is basically free to pick a lot of people's pockets at range.
We'll see if there's anything Capra can use.
Okay, so Dee Dee. Oh, there's a bunch of more injured party members that are around her. Amadeus is hurt. Capra's still hurt. Slake is still hurt. I guess Channel is the best thing she can do. So let's see if she could do more than 9 this time. 16.
Nice.
That's much better.
Amadeus appreciates that.
Oh, stay alive, you guys. Stay alive.
Taylor's just still down. Sunny.
Well, I'm gonna very, very quietly. I'm gonna grab like a claw full of Mistra,
Okay.
just in case. Again, the dick wizard shows up and just disintegrates her.
Oh, that would be
just in
cool.
case.
Just in case. Yeah.
I mean, she's in all the treads and stuff, so she should be fine to find bits.
Yeah, you find a little bloody tuft that you can kind of pull out with your little
Okay,
your claws and your teeth in your tiny bat form.
and I'm going to try to poke my head out around the tank and look at the at this Jeremiah guy.
Just a bunch of angry people throwing things into the pit and yelling abomination, and you can see them pulling back this body like full of arrows that they're trying to save. And you notice Jeremiah in the crowd. He's like looking towards the body, and it looks like he's going to cast a spell on that man.
Is he within 120 feet?
You are 25 feet to the entrance, and he is 30 feet from the entrance, so about 55 feet away.
So does he have spells or spell-like abilities?
Jeremiah? Yes.
Yeah. Are they arcane or divine?
Both.
So yes.
His arcane, do you know what level, or is it just the highest?
The strength of the most powerful spell or spell-like ability the creature currently has available for use.
6th circle.
What a butt. He's being a bum. Right.
I'm sorry.
Childish, whatever. It's you know what? I've used too many actions. I want to ready a magic missile when he tries to cast his spell or Baffle one.
Okay, the Crypt Guard and Mummers, allies and neighbors. There might be some grassroots firefighting going on. The Wasp, let's see, did it make it save against this? No, the Wasp basically got its wings and one of his legs pulled into the big silo of blades and just got splayed across the pit walls. Like it did 34 damage to the Wasp as it got pulled through the wall. They were just going to remove the Wasp from the initiative.
What happened to the druid?
The druid's body is just lying there. You can see that the druid's body has lost its feet up to its knees. Like there's some very aggressive butchering going on.
The old Sega Genesis ad where you'd have the controller and it pulled the guy into the meat grinder and then the meat would go Sega.
Yeah.
That gave me nightmares.
Sega! All right, Cog, what are you doing? There's a very angry, like shimmering curtain of see-through blades. You could fly out of this, but it is also providing you a little bit of cover at this point.
Sorry, who's this?
Cog.
Cog.
Oh, we've already done the. All right. Can I fly out of it without getting killed?
Yeah, 60 feet will be at the level of the ground. So that's one move.
No, I'm wondering. Can I get up there without having to roll?
Yeah. When it was conjured close to you, and you just pulled your arms and legs in, and it's a cylinder with no top. So it only goes 20 feet up, and the hole is 30 feet. So.
Oh, understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was 60 feet.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
But it's 60 feet of movement to do a single fly out.
I'm gonna fly out to here.
Okay, so that's here. 2 moves.
Now, actually, 10 feet out.
Okay,
no,
you
fly up to there.
You could do it in one.
How Jug, 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 jug.
You punching Jeremiah?
Stunning fist. Jug, 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 jug. Hello, stupid. And then I'm gonna fly into the building.
Okay, the really tall, bearded, charismatic
Bart song's up, right?
adjutant, leader of this cause,
Yes, Bard's song is up.
with the soft cover provided by the militant that are getting in the way, and some spells. 8. Okay. I know what his AC is.
Let's see how punchable his
Oh.
face is.
Let us see. Oops.
Jeremiah, get back!
28 and 28?
Okay, these sycophants,
Oh, I didn't say.
these protectors pull Jeremiah back, and you end up clobbering 2 guys in the head, but it's not him.
You still do damage.
Oh, so roll damage. You still got 2. You still do damage to the.
They have meat shields.
Yeah.
They have meat shields that cast curing spells themselves each round.
Yes.
Assholes.
49 damage.
Okay, you kill a couple of guys with your strikes. You can't stun the mob though; it's a singular effect against multiple people. Like you stun a guy, but
So he's right there, huh?
yep,
And they're all right there.
yep. He,
Okay.
he glares at you.
I'm gonna fly above him by. Now they don't have 10-foot reach, right?
The mob does not know, but you are now in the mob because the mob is technically they do. They are 20 feet up and 20 feet over.
I don't think they're a cube. They're a sheet.
Are they a
They're an
sheep?
area.
Okay.
They're an area. They're not a volume.
So I am above him. I'm actually gonna go here.
I have a feeling Cog will be the target of ire.
Yep, that's fine.
You're going to be the booper poster bot. So
This guy, he's evils. So I'm up there.
have you seen this hat?
Actually, no, fuck it, right above him. All right, smartass.
Check out my robo junk. Okay, so you're right above him.
Right above him. You have been warned.
You gonna do anything, or you just gonna?
I moved, I attacked, and I moved above him. That my turn done.
Okay, you did not get. You weren't in the haste. No, you weren't.
Oh, I was.
I don't know.
Is it still running?
The
It would
second,
be, yeah.
not the first haste, the second haste.
Yeah, I'm gonna freaking reattack.
Agony's haste runs out next round.
Okay, yeah, 2 number sign, 20 plus
Yeah,
14.
use
Let's hit that shit.
Why he's not getting shot at?
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna use a. Okay, if I use a hero point, so it's not a 1.
So the hero point counts are 1 apiece, and there are no fortune points left.
So
So if I roll now, can I use the hero point to? If I miss, can I use the hero point to reroll the initial attack?
No, it'll be re-rolling the second one.
Okay, so a hero point to reroll the initial attack.
Okay.
Oops.
The other one's a miss, by the way.
Yeah. Ooh, 33.
That
got him. Gotta be got him.
struck him by 1.
Some bitch.
I might dispel him.
Yeah, please do.
But
So you fly up, got him! And you ended up punching Jeremiah in the face.
Dude is buff. Reciprocal guy, or come back to me.
No, you don't want that introduced in the campaign.
No, I don't.
I
I need a reflex save from
don't
him.
know why I have the buffs as much as some other people do.
I'm
fine with that. I'm fine.
I need to
Don't
save.
fight the god of magic.
Agony might be a little bit less pain.
Yes, exactly.
26 damage and a
26
reflex
damage?
save. DC 15 from him.
Okay. Do you get through alignment, DR?
I'm like,
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have
He's
that.
got 5 DR somehow.
I could
Yep.
guess.
21.
21? Okay. You get to save, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, DC 15.
Is there SR on that?
I've never been asked that question. Hold on. Let me review the book.
It's not very often you combat a legendary cleric, also legendary bard.
You try. Vine Strike. It could be. Sounds like it is. SR, yes. SR applies.
Okay, roll once and mark it down on your spell. The DC of this would be 23 specifically for him.
Okay, so 1d20 plus.
Get him.
So cracking is just my character level.
Mm-hmm. Feats, and I think elves may have a thing.
Yeah, it's 2, so 10. 26.
Okay, so your Vine Strike cast earlier in the
Goes
fight
through.
goes through his SR. Yep.
But
So
he
you get
gets
the extra
reflex.
damage from the.
So he gets the extra damage, and then he has to make his reflex save. Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
That bard and that mix is probably meaning this is pretty good.
Oh yeah, he has a plus 16.
18?
He already had. Mike's a 15. He auto makes it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
no.
No, okay.
Not
He rolled
poor.
not well. But isn't entangled.
Things, yeah.
He looks a little annoyed at you.
He bled his own blood.
How dare you meet
How dare you strike Jeremiah? He is a saint.
Saints shouldn't throw earthquakes.
I've bought you time. Do something.
The mobs. So this group can see Amadeus just standing inside that door right now.
Oh, aren't they all gonna?
What's that?
Gonna aim at Cog?
I think they're gonna try to like throw their torches at Amadeus. Burn the freak!
Fire back!
Give me a reflex save as they're hucking torches your way.
A reflex save, sir?
Yep. You get a +2 cover because you're kind of around a doorway.
12. 21.
Do you have evasion?
Yep.
Yeah, you get out of the way. Bunch of torches are all kind of lighting up the body of the Iron War Golem. It does not heal the golem awake. The golem.
That'd be bad.
Yep. And then these groups of mobs. Let's see. There's a flying cog that is attacking their religious leader. Three reflex saves. Cog is some guys with slingshots and throwing stones at you as you're flying around.
Make them all.
What's the DC?
DC 16.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a plus 20.
Okay, yeah,
Something.
they're aiming a little high as to not to hit Jeremiah.
I rolled like Jeremiah, like, whoa, you just made it.
Desaad, what are you doing?
This is Luton. He's looking for something he can use on like a wand or a. What is this stuff here?
Okay,
And do I
so
automatically know, or do I have to detect
everything that you
magic on
killed last game, I've already put into a giant blob of treasure and then sorted it by item type. So for me to go through here,
Okay. Okay.
the
So
guy has wizard stuff, which does
Okay.
include a magic bag.
Okay, you'll open the
Some-
bag and
some-
start looking,
okay.
rooting through it, looking for a weapon.
All right, you start rooting through the bag and you realize your hand's going in too far. It is a magic bag.
It's okay. The Sod's just looking. I guess he's looking for stuff at this round. He's gonna exit
Okay.
next round.
The wizard also had a really nice iron headband.
Yoink!
Okay, so you take that and you've got the bag and you played around with the bag for a round. Okay, so
Yep.
looting. The Construct Hunters, the Gainful Militant, and Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah has cover, so he can cast without problem.
Oh, he has cover?
Yeah, the mob is providing soft cover to him, so they're getting in the way, and he's casting a spell.
There's no AOO from the. Oh.
He's going to cast a spell. I think he can do this at a distance. Let me check Breath of Life.
It's touch spell. Go grab him. Unless he's got a...
Yeah, it's touch. So yeah, he makes his way through the mobs, incurring no AOs from Cog because the soft cover as he moves through, people part. They part like a sea, and then fill back in as he moves over, and he then touches this man.
On Capra's turn, that man would die. Guy be dead.
The guy failed his fort save from massive damage. He was 1 hit point away from truly being dead. So I think this guy, if he restores him to...
Oh, I was just looking at it. So they all go in the same initiative pit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's what I was looking at.
Okay, this guy gets healed for 35 damage. Con 18, he's got 17 hit points. 103 damage. Okay, so he's prone. The five-faced god says not yet, brother Tivalt. Not yet! Until these constructs are destroyed! I'll get him!
Capra, he's up again.
At our archer son is going to fire some arrows at Cog. Cog's really hard to hit, so he is going to... Drink a potion's 2 actions or 1?
2. Well,
2.
Drinking a potion is 3 actions if you're not an alchemist, right?
Got it.
Yeah.
It's 2 to drink and 1 to draw.
Okay, one of the mobs feeds him a potion instead of healing itself this round.
Oh, those mobs are asking for it.
he
I murder all the innocent people. These aren't innocent. These are a bunch of religious zealots. That's fine.
He then fires his construct bane arrow at Cog.
Does he have a construct bane arrow?
Oh shit. He fires a adamantine arrow at Cog. AC 48.
I grab it.
So you deflect it, basically. He just looks at, no! They're going to replace us! Oh, yeah, they're very pissed off at this. That was a lot of actions. There's just an angry flurry of arrows that follows.
I'm assuming the other mob heals itself?
Yeah, I'm going to get to them. AC 32 on a secondary attack. Okay, the other mob is healing itself for not a whole lot. For 7. Okay, and then Tivalt stands. Some helpful, gainful militant hands him his bow.
I'm assuming it's like that.
Yeah, exactly. He was like crowd surfing a little bit. And they prop him back up and hand him his bow, and he reaches for, oh, look at that, matching quivers. They went to the same crafter. Yeah.
Five-faced god quivers of
Yep.
like, oh, the quiver of the conqueror or whatever.
AC 26 arrow whistles by Cog as he bullet times out of the way. In a twisting twirl in the air thanks to the fly spell. Jeremiah is now really annoyed looking at you. I've had enough of you!
I think we disperse that crowd.
Agony is
Capra.
going to cast a fireball.
Yeah.
I think this
Yeah,
is,
boy.
I think this is his last.
hit me, you
It's his
son of a
last
bitch.
3rd level spell for the day, and his last empower fireball. But he's going to launch a nice little fireball just to clear out some of these crowds.
Rusty toasty.
You know, if he aims right here, get a lot of dudes. Right here would aim a lot with 3 crowds and those 3 guys.
I think he wants to roast these 3 crowds. I don't think he can get 4.
He can't get 4 crowds, but he could get the 2 monk crowds and the other crowd and all the big archers.
Guys,
I see.
yeah.
You could get the big guys in there. You want him to get this
Yeah.
this group?
That would be the.
That
It will
yeah.
get Cog in it, though.
No.
Mother.
Might I aim if I could?
Sure. Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Because mobs are bullshit. Therefore, we will use the bullshit again.
Right there.
All right. Agony's Fireball does a respectable 32 plus another 16 for being empowered.
48.
Is 48 plus another 16 for his 2 powers, Blood Havoc, and his elemental dragon bloodline.
64 damage.
So 64, and then the crowds need to make their reflex saves or take more damage.
I think Tivolt is back on the ground again. Unless he's got a Vajoun.
Gainful Militant mob that just got rocked has a reflex save of +6. They make it. So 64 becomes 32, but then you add 50% again is 48 damage on that mob. 79 damage, and the mob is bloodied. This other mob to the left failed. So 64 becomes 96 damage. And he disperses this mob, killing a lot of the militant, like burning them in the robes, and a few men kind of crawling away. And then the gainful, not the militant, but just the more rabble. They, for some reason, are a little more flighty and have a better reflex save. They take 48. And they are bloodied. A lot of their numbers have fallen. Now, Tivolt.
Protected from fire.
He's protected from fire, and he does have evasion. So.
And he's an archer. But he's also annoying. So.
He evades. His companion, Brother Adar Arterson, fails.
Oh, you know good ass. Hand it to him.
Okay, so that's 64 fire minus. He failed, so 64 fire minus 20 is 44 fire. And then Jeremiah Smith does not have evasion. Agony needs to make a SR check.
Serve check. +1 for fire spell.
Yep. He does not get high enough.
Is there any points?
Yeah, I'm not using a hero point for that.
That's.
Not a hero point. We
We don't have any fortune points.
don't. Okay.
So Agony's Fireball roasts a bunch of people outside, and they've stopped like chanting and calling out names. There's just like the sounds of people being roasted alive, screams, and
I think when these things disperse, they leave some numbers.
they do leave some numbers. Do you want me to populate
Well,
a few of them?
You could probably say that they joined this other mob and it gets some hit points back. I think that's like a reasonable.
That's actually pretty cool.
cool.
So
That's cool. I like that.
9 hit points back. As few of them. Yeah, they had good morale. The other gainful mob did not, but yeah, it represents some people dispersing and then dying and incapacitated. There will be perhaps survivors. That was Agony's very brutal fireball, backed up by Capra.
Capra. We're gonna focus on basically this little area of the fight, and we'll see how many Breath of Life Jeremiah Smith has, because we're gonna take his archer buddies down again.
Okay.
We're gonna aim at Tivalt until Tivalt falls down.
Okay.
And then we'll see what we do from there. So we're gonna 5-foot step into range out of the window again.
Capra's like, ooh, high level archers. They probably have some good gear.
AC 39.
Oh, yeah, you tag to vault.
All right, so this is 8d6. I'm just rolling the damage right away because I watch him fall down. 6 plus 4 plus 4. Cool, 51 damage.
And so falleth Tivalt.
All right. It's kind of a dick move. All right, we're gonna now attack.
He stood up. It's a miracle.
You can see Jeremiah kind of go like this with his hands as there's blood all over, and he's sort of like shaking his hands at the sky, like why?
Yeah. We're gonna aim for the other archer because AC 28.
Hits his soft cover.
Okay, and then AC 37.
Hits him.
Okay, so the soft cover, it takes 37 damage.
Okay, the mob is not doing very well.
He takes 41 damage. Oh, sorry. Subtract off the last d6 because there's the fire doesn't get him.
Okay, I'll give him 5 hit points back.
30, yeah, 30. Yeah.
Okay, he's bloodied.
All right. And I've got one action left, and this is the last round of haste, I think.
Agony's haste goes away on. It's last round for you, yes.
Yeah. We're going to stay in the window.
Okay.
So I'm going to make this last attack. I'm going to aim for the archer, but if I hit the crowd,
So be it.
the crowd was in the wrong, and I sleep good at night. Critical threat.
Oh yeah.
AC 15.
Would have hit.
Critical hit. No. Not a.
Yeah. So not hit.
Not a crit is
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
46 plus 8 plus. Am I doing that right? Am I messing myself up out of 1 damage? I am messing myself up out of 1 damage.
Sorry, I had scrolled. I was looking at a different number.
That's okay. 39 more damage.
Oh, you are 1 away from making fall.
Which let me just give you 1 second, because I might have been adding my damage wrong. He should have taken 1 more damage from the from each arrow he took from me.
Okay, so he's at a -1 then.
Yeah, because I was adding
121 damage. No! You get a bunch of the Gainful Militant yelling out, "The archer up there!" Bunch of confusion. Amadeus.
Amadeus, he didn't like being called a freak. He's been in a bad mood, and here's his chance to vent. Amadeus goes and meets the crowd.
Okay, you can kind of hop over the pit area and end up in the crowd.
Yeah, that's Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay, let me grab him.
Axe in hand.
Let me grab him from the where. Oh, did you grab him already?
I did not grab him yet.
Where is he?
I think he ended up under the golem. I think.
Where are you, evil days?
He disappeared. What the fuck?
I prefer Grumpadeus, but he scares me. So Evil Days.
Okay, so Amadeus pushes his way into the Gainful mob, and they create this.
You want a monster? I'll give you a monster. And he just starts hacking away with the axe.
Oh god!
Monster. They are the monster. They're supposed to be the real monsters all along. How are they going to learn their lesson?
All right, these people are not well equipped. They are helping each other out, and they kind of create this little circle around Amadeus. They have knives and hooks and pitchforks.
Okay.
Some of them still have torches. They didn't throw them.
21. Are you freaking kidding me?
AC 25 is enough to bash a few skulls open, though.
All right. 25. Wow, those are some stellar rolls.
Welcome to my world, pal.
18 missed by one. So.
All right. And another miss.
Okay, you get your axe embedded into somebody's head, and it takes you a while to kind of like free the axe before you can keep on attacking.
Yeah. Plus that'd be 23, 25. Bard song 27. There's 31 points of damage.
Okay, the group, they know they've got a fight on their hands. Slake gonna come join Amadeus? Let's see. Slake heals 1. He's at 57 damage. He's close to half. I think he's coming out to join Amadeus. Hey! He's kind of springing over the golem. He's gonna go out there and there's no way he's gonna cower inside.
Sonny in bad form is like, don't go, it's very dangerous.
Oh yes, Slake is gonna rage again. I think he's got some rages left. Let me check the combat sheet. Yes.
Rumble in old stacks.
Yep. So raging mutagenic Slake is a scary thing.
Rumble in the Bronx had another scene where somebody got thrown into like a wood chipper and turned into like.
Okay, plus 20, plus 22 with.
No bueno.
He hits the mob, and second attack, he hits the mob for 2d6 plus. Well, let's do this one at a time because he might be able to finish the job.
Sure.
32 damage is 63. No, it takes his second hit. Between Amadeus slashing at the mob and then the war machine Slake coming out and trampling some folks and punching a few people's heads open, this mob has dispersed and is dead. Many dead people lay at your feet. There's no adjacent mobs that they could go and help, and these people are not as... we'll say their morale is not as great as the militant. So, yeah, they're running away. The survivors, that is.
Oh, yes.
Dugan Schmurf.
Gonna fly back into the... He's gonna fly back through the window the way he came.
Okay.
And put the quiver on Capra. Just in case you need some more. He's not using it.
Oh, hey. Oh, it looks like one of the magic ones.
Yeah, I'll go get the other. Hang on.
Slake and Amadeus are still injured. They shouldn't be out there.
No, they shouldn't. Don't worry, I'll scare the people away.
How you feeling, Dugan? I can't see you.
Okay, I'm still a little hurt, but I'm okay.
Okay, well, bump into the light.
Okay. Bump
DD's
into the-
gonna cast a Cure Serious Wounds.
Yay.
3d8 plus. Oh, does she have that power where she ignores the cap?
It's a great power.
Oh, no, I don't think she has that one yet. She has Channel, so I think that happens later. So it's 3d8 plus 5. No, 3d8 plus 6. 15 healing on Dugan.
Nice.
Then she'll continue to take cover behind this wall. Not that walls have meant very much in this fight.
The constructs are gone, so
Yeah. Sunny?
I think this seems not the worst. Sunny's gonna try to fly sort of up and out to see what's going on in the city, sort of thing, like in the surrounding area. So he'll move in that general direction.
There's a cannonball hole you could fly through if you wanted.
Fly up the cannonball hole, and we're
Okay.
gonna try to get up above, see what's on fire and what's not.
Okay, so what's your movement rate right now?
90.
So it's one move to get to the wall, up and out. And then you're just going to fly 90 feet up with 2 moves.
Yep. See what we got in the outside.
So you're kind of looking over the building. The building was built to withstand the processing of steel and survived quite well, all things considered, against the earthquake spell. The poison you can see is drifting lower and lower into the building. You're almost thinking, son, you could probably go back into the building. You probably don't want to go into the sewers where all the poison's going to end up going. You look around. You do see the chaotic efforts to try to put the fires out. You do notice some folks, as there are some of the gainful fleeing from the battle. You do see that has spooked some of the masked men across the street who had taken over one of the buildings. Like, they seem to be exiting back from whence they came.
They were cowards to start with.
And then looking out across the city, you can see that there are fires in the foreign district, and you can also see to the south that there is the sounds of fighting and probably some flashes of spells in the Skoogard Junction.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing that you do see, Sunny, is a lot of smoke. Like, too much of it, like a big bank of fog around the Sylvan Acres. The fog is really low, like it's a bunch of grass fires have been set or something. Like, there's something not right going on at Sylvan Acres. You also get a sense that there are people waking up and taking to the streets, and it's like this night of chaos will likely spill into the next day. You get a bad feeling that you may have neighbor turning against neighbor, or people taking to the streets in frustration.
That's not good. Do I still get the pang of incorrectness from those swarms?
Yeah, so you get the feeling that there is still one pang at street level.
Mhm.
The other two from the other two swarms have kind of disappeared, like the creatures have crawled back under into the sewers or something. And there still is a small pang coming from the druid's body, which is being chewed up in the pit below.
Okay. Investigate the pangs.
Wait a second. There were 3 swarms, right?
3 swarms. 1
Yeah, the two that were in the street are going down below, and then you got 1 pang at the bottom of this pit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We destroyed one in this place, didn't we?
Crypt Garden
Yeah.
mummers are retreating. The Nagas died. The Gainful Exercise are having a hard time. They no longer hear the tank. They may have crept around to look at part of this fight, and they don't like what they've seen. The Steelrose allies and neighbors, no distinct action that helps the party at this point. Cog.
Okay. I'm gonna flurry the crowd.
Which one?
The one where Jeremiah is.
Okay, you start attacking the militant.
Yup. Let's clear a path to them.
Okay, the tactic is sound.
38, 33.
With your superior kung fu, you wade in amongst these young monks and start cracking some heads and legs and bones and...
Can I do it non-lethally or not?
Yeah, you're a monk.
Yeah?
I'll do the first one non-lethally. Does it take any effect?
You will spare more people.
I'll continue with non-lethals.
Okay.
Plus, like the crowd, like people are dropping though, right?
Yeah, you are...
I don't want to hear like, oh, they're immune to the non-lethal. Like what?
They're not constructs. They hate constructs. Their whole
Oh,
thing is
yeah.
how much they hate constructs. It'll be funny to put like one guy into like a golem body, so he can be like a horrible.
Even if you don't have anything to know that it wouldn't work, so your first attack is non-lethal, that's fine.
54. Two
Is-
attacks.
All of that? Oh, wow. What's the 2d6 coming from?
Vine.
Okay, I don't think that's non-lethal, but sure.
Okay.
You disperse the crowd.
Cool. Step in between these two guys. Over his dead body.
Okay. Jeremiah will take a swing with his construct arm.
Sure.
He's pissed off that he's now in melee with this thing. AC 28.
No.
Oh, sorry, I forgot the construct bane. AC 30.
No.
Okay.
Tuk tuk.
You are
I have
flurrying with your secondary attacks on Jeremiah.
Yeah. So actually, I forgot. I have a haste. Oh, haste is still up or not?
It goes down in a moment.
It goes down after they go. Okay.
No.
He manages to bang. He bashes both your hands with the item. I will tear you apart. I'll make an example out of you.
He looks over at his pals. I'd say you have about 6 seconds before you get torn apart.
Okay. These mobs, which I forgot to move last round,
The fuck?
come in to help him.
Ahem. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look for your
All right.
friends.
Then I'm 10 feet. Then I'm 10 feet above. They can't reach me.
No, they move in to attack you. There are people all over the place. You waded into an arm, or one of these groups moves over to attack you. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
But they rush in to try to save Jeremiah.
It's a hell of a drug. Whatever you want. The beginning half, second half, it's a hell of a drug.
They are doing damage. They do 21 damage to Cog.
Yep.
These are just peasant folk, factory working.
Beating Cog's ass.
Yeah, just beating you with sticks and clubs and pitchforks.
Yep.
Ooh, that looks like it hurts.
This group is doing the same with Amadeus and Slake. There are AOOs as they move into your squares.
Yep.
Cog, you also got an AOO as this group moved in over you.
Yeah.
Hit.
33. The vine dice does 2 damage. Let's see. 25 damage to a mob.
31 damage to Amadeus's mob.
$31 damage, okay, and then Slake also punches a mob. Like, why am I rolling a die? 31 damage. Oh, the mob is almost destroyed just from them trying to engage you. And then Cog, what did you roll to hit?
I hit him. 25. No, I'm sorry. 31.
Okay, you kicked a few.
No.
Is this non-lethal or lethal?
This is non-lethal.
Okay, you're showing restraint because these people are trying to pull you apart. And how much
They
damage?
know not what they do.
How much damage?
They're 25.
Okay.
Well, I'm only doing it for DD, really.
Truth is a thing. It was the mobs, and now the mobs do damage to Slake and Amadeus. 17 damage minus Slake's DR is 6.
Amadeus takes the whole thing.
And then we've got 3 groups that aren't doing anything. I think they're pelting the window where Capra is firing the arrows of doom. Just sling stones, and it looks like Dugan's also, if I glance over, Dugan's also kind of hanging out in front of that window.
Like around it.
You're tiny. Okay, so Capra, you get a +2 to your reflex saves. 3 DC 16 reflex saves as 60 odd stones are being flown your way.
I make all of them by like 10.
Okay, so you're like, oh shit! The wall gets pelted. And...
I don't have evasion.
Oh.
This is why.
Not yet.
The crowds at the beginning.
Damage, 6 damage, and 6 damage, and your DR does apply.
Okay.
4 damage, 3 damage, and 3 damage. Sorry, I need to half it.
So I take a damage.
Yep. You got a nasty little stone stuck in your horn.
Ow!
Oh,
Yeah.
Desaad, who's in the big construct looting.
He's gonna climb out of the thing and go to the edge and fly. Like he's gonna fly to the edge and then turn into. Is there like cover? Like, can they see me when I'm standing right here?
There are
guess
some
they
people
can.
out there, so yeah, you'll have cover.
But
Yeah,
I just want
cover
to change
that
it. I
way.
don't want anyone to see me change.
Okay, make a stealth.
So why not change in the machine? And then
I can't fly.
He's trying to hide. He's trying to avoid the
Oh, you're
spike stone.
the winged
Can I
kobold.
get behind the big golem?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I get behind the big golem, and then I'm gonna change into the executioner,
Yes.
the midnight.
Midnight Sheriff?
Yeah.
Do you have his token somewhere?
Yes, it's under. Sod's identities.
Okay. I also need a stealth because it's not guaranteed that no one saw you.
Right. No, it's not in there.
Yeah, I
it
saw a fox. I'll think about it.
The Sod stealth.
Fox, this is where we get to show how merciful we are.
Oh, fuck me.
Never-
I'm apparently my butt's hanging out.
Okay, so
24 is still not bad.
still pretty good, but there's still
Hey.
like 100 people outside. Somebody may have saw something.
Ate that man's face.
And then, do you need me to find the token for you, or do you have it?
I don't have the token. It's not in the Sod's identities. Cheat.
Let me check the darkness.
I'll go into the stairwell. Oh, was it stairwell?
It was called the Night Sheriff. No, the Night.
Watchman. I think.
What? Wait,
Wow, there's a lot of tokens called Night.
Roger.
Maybe Hobgoblin.
Ah, that's funny. I didn't look for it. Yeah, well.
There he is. Night Watcher. There you are. Yeah, somebody may have saw the little thing fly over, and all of a sudden now there's this big axe wielding. Scythe wielding hobgoblin? Sure. Construct Hunters, Gainful Militant, and Jeremiah. Well, the Gainful Militant are all dispersed, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
get out of here.
Construct Hunter is disabled
Yeah.
or incapacitated, I guess is the right term.
Capacito. I don't think he'll be incapacitated for too long. Depending on what Jeremiah does, because this is not when he's like, oh, like, hey, look, I got a harm. You know, like,
How do you like this?
how you like me now?
Okay. I have something especially for you. And the guards are his mob are. Oh shit! These guys, do they have the ability to protect? Yeah, they do too. Cool. He pulls out this arcane-looking box and just sort of flips it open and points it up towards you, and you can see that as the lid opens up, there's like an angled surface inside the box and this weird sigil on the box itself. He has just shown you a symbol of stunning. How many hit points do you have?
what a oh. Ooh, that's so smart. It's my pocket symbol.
How many hit points do I have left?
Yeah, how many hit points currently do you have?
Mm-mm-mm. 78 minus 21, 50, 21 damage. 57.
Okay, so less than 150.
Yeah, you can say that, yeah.
Okay, give me a will save against the enchantment compulsion mind affecting effect. As the symbol made out of powdered diamond and opal inside of his box is beaming up towards you.
Is it mind effect?
It is a mind affecting spell, yep. And the DC is
16, 18. Is it an enchantment?
24, yes?
Okay, so All right, hold on.
Yeah.
You're also high,
Heroism.
so your wisdom goes down because of your mutagen. Heroism is a +2. Mutagen is a -1.
What was that?
You got some bonuses to it.
15, 16, 17. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. Yeah, I make it.
Is it negates or is it for a lesser effect?
Mm.
I'm asking Marty.
No, it negates.
Woo.
You are not stunned for a
Minute.
horrible number of rounds. You just know that this thing attacked not your elvish life force, but your construct life force, like your construct being. He just kind of clicks the thing closed when he sees it doesn't work, pulls it out, uses his item. He's got it in his hand. That was his turn. Damn it.
He's about to get punched in the face.
Am I immune to that for the day, please? Once around. Click, 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 click. Oh, fuck. I close my eyes. I feel around.
Construct hunters are down. The Gainful Militant have been dispersed. That was Jeremiah Smith's turn. Now it's Agony's go. His haste is down, and his magic points are also down.
Hey, Ahmed.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more fights today still.
I've already emptied my tank. Notice I was dodging tanks.
Suck it up, Buttercup. We got 2 more to go.
I was fucking with a tank earlier today, so that's how.
My cow is hamburger.
Yes, that happened too. Yeah.
Moo.
Agony's going to join Desaad behind the cover of the golem. Are we going out there?
He doesn't have a tongue.
Oh, yes, you do.
You have a tongue.
Oh, he doesn't. Yes.
Okay.
Right, Krang.
Agony will continue his movement then and go outside, blazing with spells.
Oh, it's dangerous out there. There's a bunch of them.
Yep, he just crests the doorway and joins Slake and Amadeus. Although he's not going to join them right in the middle of the mob. He's going to use his long arm and his pole arm just to smack people from afar.
Yeah, you're doing it all doubling.
he's using Amadeus and Slake as the wall in front of him, and he's gonna take a swipe at the mob. Or 2 swipes.
So I was taking a close
only one. Sorry.
This mob picture, and in the front right-hand corner, there's a middle-aged woman with an enormously, ridiculous axe, looking like she has no idea what she's doing. But that axe has to weigh 12 pounds.
Yep, she's got some muscle from whatever laborious job she does.
She chops wood.
Yeah, she chops the fucking wood. You see, 24 damage on the mob. Agony goes and helps disperse this group.
Okay.
Some of them go running into the other mob and heal that mob for 9. I like that rule. Just kind of scatter. Ah! They join their others and they're, come on, joining their ranks. That is a lot of dead people though. It's kind of like who wins the fight. Agony plus Amadeus plus Slake versus 20 second level dudes. Yeah. It just speeds it up. Just happens in ultra fast mode. All right, Capra from the clock tower. I mean the window.
No, you're not entirely wrong. We're going to just. Don't worry, they're just going to go for a nice nap.
You did see him try to do something to Cog, though. Like there was some light that shone out of this box that he showed Cog, and Cog went "No!" away from it. And...
Capra is going to switch to sleep arrows.
Oops.
So they do non-lethal damage.
They're gonna wake him up.
Well, no, they're not those sleep arrows. They still do damage. And we're going to basically just try to wipe out the mob. So the fiery mob will go at first.
Okay.
We're no longer hasted. AC 25.
Hits the mob.
Okay.
Or
They take elements, I'm assuming?
Yep.
$61 non-lethal damage.
Capra disperses that mob.
They're all sleepy.
Boy.
Then we're going to...
And a few of them go running into this mob.
We're going to pop that mob with a sleep arrow.
Oh,
Don't be mad at me. AC 41.
Hits.
9 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. 35 non-lethal damage.
Okay, they're still around. A few of them fall down, and they're being awakened by their brother, and others are passed out. And
Oh, AC 22.
hits.
Okay, then 34 non-lethal damage.
That disperses the mob.
Oh, there's so many sleepy people around here. So sleepy.
You're knocking them out, and you're just firing arrows down upon them, and they're running away. Like their morale is starting to break. People
Okay,
are just
and then the last
dispersing, and
last arrow going to the mob to the west. AC 31 against this mob.
okay, hits.
Plus 9 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. 43 non-lethal damage.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that mob is hurt.
Look, there's so many sleepy people out there. They're all just tuckered out from their trials and tribulations.
Okay, Amadeus.
CBD, so sleepy.
Amadeus is. Oh, I got the wrong. Here we go. He's going to hop here.
Yep.
Perfect. And he's going to attempt to grab Jeremiah.
Okay.
I wonder what happens.
Oh, SR check. Oh, it's not magical, but some way it is.
53.
Okay, it fails. Your
Okay.
hands just slip right off of him.
He doesn't like being. He's a don't grab me, brah.
How dare you touch me, filth!
I'm going to touch you a whole lot in a second.
Not if I do it first! Slake comes running over, and he's going to attempt to overrun Jeremiah.
I think it would work on freedom of movement.
Yeah, I don't know if freedom of movement blocks overrun. Let's just make the
It's
roll
like
first.
not.
Freedom of movement does very specific things.
And that's. You're not trying to stop him.
It doesn't block trip. You just get up again.
50 on the overrun. Boom! Just goes exploding into him. Okay, so freedom of movement. Let's have a look at that again.
All combat maneuver checks made to grapple the target automatically fail.
Yep.
The subject automatically succeeds on combat maneuver checks or escape artists made to escape grapples or pins.
Okay.
Allows the subject to move normally while underwater. Blah blah blah.
So Slake
fall, knock him over.
I
Knocked him
think
over.
beat his CMD by 10. I'm going to double check, but this
Could you
is...
move him into the pit? Watch him get.
He didn't bull rush him, so he beat his CMD by 20. He falls down. First, he takes damage because he got successfully... He overrun the opponent, and the damage is just a straight 17 damage. So that's 12. 33. And then everyone gets an AOO because he got knocked prone.
Fuck. Yes.
Bad time.
AC 35.
That's a hit. His prone AC is 24.
34 damage from Amadeus from his axe. Does he take acid damage?
He does.
All right.
Because who fights with acid? Really?
Evil bastard over here.
Slake nat 20s him with a slam and confirms the critical,
Uh-oh.
and it's amazing critical. Okay, let's do Amadeus' damage first. So Amadeus' damage was 34, 77
So, who feels
minus
like killing a high priest of the fire-face guy?
5, and then Slake
Knocking on my door.
just 3d6 plus 90 with Bard Song. He goes bashing into him. He falls down, and he's trying to get away from Amadeus' axe. He gets his axe in his knee, and he kind of pops up a little bit, and Slake just hammers the side of his head for 104 damage.
Boom!
Can you recover
So
from
wing bada bada. It's out of the park.
So, that would kill Sunny.
So Amadeus takes his head off cleanly, and it's on his shoulder. And Slake knocks it into another district.
Kappa would be unconscious. Actually, Kappa would be disabled with DR. Can Amadeus take that sort of a punishment?
Nope. He 104 damage. He would not be dead, but pretty damn close.
That would kill my guys.
Okay, that 5 of which he doesn't get through in the DR.
Okay.
99 other ones do.
Well, now we're all tense. Did he live then? Did that 5 DR save him?
No, he got dropped to minus 27, which is minus double his con. Yeah, it's going to be a closed casket funeral because his head has been crushed in. Only half of it's recognizable.
That's good for the whole people who do, like, speak with dead. Who killed you?
No! You can see a bunch of the Gainful mob like, no!
Oh God, no!
Never mind.
That's what you get! Yells Slake. That's what you get!
You have been warned,
And
and still you came at us.
the mob stops throwing things and attacking. It's strangely quiet on the battlefield.
Oh, it's not done.
Sunny, from your vantage point, I am spending a DM point.
Mob merges into monster.
No. Give me a perception check, Sunny, to see if you notice a strange, we'll call it sniper bullet.
Oh. 33.
Okay, yeah. It was just at the end of the hush, something kind of went ting, like on Slake's back. But there was sort of like, because of your vantage point, there was a weird sort of like trace through the air. Like somebody fired something from very far away and it just sort of clinked at Slake's back. And you're looking and you can see it's almost dawn, like a twilight kind of thing. And you can see a dark form moving amongst some high rooftops, kind of at the edge of towards the foreign market. It's still in your district, or in your neighborhood, but there may have been some Sniper? Slake didn't seem to notice it. Like he's in the middle of raging, but you did see this kind of trace through the air, like something hit Slake.
Okay. We're gonna. Oh.
Are you guys still combative against the mob? The mob looks like they've begun to cry out, and looks like they're going to try to seize Jeremiah Smith.
Amadeus is going to cut down anyone who comes near him.
Okay, I think Slake is doing the same.
Cog is going to. I think it's Cog's turn first.
Sure.
For these two guys.
Well, we'll continue initiative then. Dugenschmurf, what are you doing? This is round 22 of combat.
Ow.
He's thinking,
This is really busy. 2.5 minutes.
fuck these humans. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. And he throws his, we'll say the 7d6 fireball right into the crowd.
In the middle, right? So you get both, right?
Yep. So we get both.
Okay.
26 damage. That's pretty good for 76.
Yeah, what's the reflex save of this? It's probably like 14, I think, because the item.
Yeah, it's minimum saves of 14.
So both Bobs make it. So they take
20 damage each.
Yeah. Yep.
19.
That should be enough to get them on their way.
Oh, the group that took 43 non-lethal is really, really hurt. Give us his body! No, Jeremiah!
His stuff and his soul are ours to take.
Yeah, they look like they were just going to try to rescue like their religious leaders and battle leaders' body, but apparently the fight isn't ending. And Dee Dee, I think it's just.
They're just sleeping.
I don't think Dee Dee's not faring too well. She's gonna float down behind the construct and have a good cry while petting Mistra.
Oh, don't get the goo on you.
Sunny?
Sunny is. How far away is the rooftop where the pew pew came from?
Wait, are you in the building or still up?
I'm above.
Yeah, okay. I've got a little Sunny for some reason in the building.
I am above. I'm wondering if it's mechanically possible to kind of see where that form is going, or to see what that form was.
500 feet away? 600 feet away?
Okay. I will do the tiny little bat will do a flying run in that
Okay.
general direction.
Give me a perception check because you're trying to. It looked like whoever was there, like that's all they wanted to do for some reason.
Yep. $33.
Yeah, it looked like a humanoid.
Okay.
They had a we're going to call it a very, very long and slender firearm. It had some sort of telescopic thing on the top of it, like some sort of ocular device. And you caught them as they were just sort of jumping off the roof, and like they disappeared on the other side of the building, like a 30-foot roof was no problem to them. Humanoid, lithe form, either the medium-sized creature.
Medium-sized creature, not like a big bulky one, but like.
Nope.
Okay. And they were wearing all black, kind of.
All black.
All right. Next round, I'll fly back.
Okay.
I don't want to get shot.
The Steelrose allies and neighbors. Cog. Yeah, and apparently Amadeus and Slake, their blood is still up as they're approaching the mob, and then Dugan threw a fireball at them, and like Agony's like,